This Mountaineer Report from the NCAA tournament in San Diego is brought to you by Premier Energy. Our people make the difference. Hi, everybody. We welcome you to San Diego and inside Viejas Arena, where tomorrow West Virginia takes on the Pacers of Murray State. Tony Caridi along with Jay Jacobs. Here we go, NCAA tournament time. Jay, it seems as though the Mountaineers to this point have had a good trip. They're getting familiarized with this arena. Tomorrow they let it go, and it seems as though the mindset is right for this team right now.
Well, I think so, Tony. I think they've had good workouts, and Eric Martin has the scout, the assistant coach, and he's looked over everybody. He has friends that have played in the same league as what Murray State has played in. I think two things to look for in this game. Number one is body language on the part of the Mountaineers when the game starts. You'll know very, very early. If you're watching and listening to us, you'll know and see it right away. The other thing I think is going to be important is the officials, not from the standpoint of negative stuff, just that they do not, under any conditions, know this team very well, speaking of West Virginia. So West Virginia has an identity of pressing with the basketball. So you don't need anticipated calls, and sometimes even the officials that know us and have worked our games have felt the same way. So very important.
Always need a good whistle, and during the press conference earlier today, no surprise, Bob Huggins was asked about Press Virginia.
It's like anything else, you have to have trust in it. If you don't trust it, it's not going to be any good. And you have to trust it, and you're going to give up some layups sometimes, you're going to give up some easy shots. Sometimes it's just not going to work. But I think over the long haul, it's been good for us because it's different. You don't see it all the time. It's like a guy said to me, what makes it so effective? I said, well, if you walked out of your hotel room and some guy got about 6 inches from your face and followed you everywhere you went, wouldn't that bother you? He said, yeah. I said, well, that's what we try to do for 40 minutes, is do that.
And so the scene is set here in San Diego. Jay, what are your biggest keys? What's West Virginia have to do to win?
Well, I think they've got to be able to contain Jonathan Stark. He's an excellent basketball player. Beetle Bolton played with him from us. He knows a lot about him. Number two, we're going to have to go inside. I think there's an advantage with Sagaba Kanate. Get him off to a good start, feature him early, and then make the press work. Get points in the paint.
Yep, go after it. All right, we invite you to join us 3 p.m. on MSN Radio. 4 o'clock is the scheduled tip time. West Virginia, Murray State opening round of the NCAA tournament. Along with Jay Jacobs, I'm Tony Caridi from San Diego. Thanks for being with us here on WVUSports.com. This Mountaineer Report from the NCAA tournament in San Diego has been brought to you by Premier Energy. Our people make the difference.